So what do you make of this Phillips Berenson business, Desmond?
Not too good, I'm afraid.
What do you mean, worse than the press is saying? It's something more than just another investment bank that's made the wrong investments.
I'm afraid so. Tip of the iceberg.
Tell me more.
They've broken the rules.
What do you mean, the insider trading regulations?
No.
Huh, well, that's one relief.
I mean, of course they've broken those, but they've broken the basic rule of the city.
I didn't know there were any.
That's the one. If you're incompetent, you have to be honest, and if you're crooked, you have to be clever. You see, if you're honest, then when you make a pig's breakfast of things, the chaps rally round and help you out.
If you're crooked?
Well, if we're making good profits for them, chaps don't start asking questions. They're not stupid. Well, not that stupid.
So the ideal is a firm which is honest and clever.
Yes. Let me know if you ever come across one, won't you?
And Phillips Berenson?
Well, they were...
breaking the law.
I wouldn't put it like that.
Well, were the directors siphoning off shareholders' funds into their own companies?
Might have paid it back later, though.
But they didn't.
Well, they haven't yet.
Tax fiddles.
Well, they placed their own interpretation on Treasury regulations. Someone has to interpret them.
What about the Treasury's interpretation?
It didn't seem appropriate.
The capital transfers to Liechtenstein companies.
Bit of that.
Bribery?
Well, undisclosed advance commissions to foreign government officials.
Bribery?
Yes. Oh, thank you. May I have the bill, please?
Certainly, sir. Thank you. So, when's all this going to come out?
Well, that's just it, you see. It mustn't.
How do you stop it?
I don't know. That's what I meant about breaking the rules. If they were profitable, none of this would ever need to come out. But now they're going bust. I don't mind telling you, I'm worried.
Are you involved? But surely a huge bank like yours isn't really affected.
I wish you were right. But we've been supporting them in a big way. We're in for 400 million. It's all very well for you, Humphrey, but when you've got all that Arab money... When you've got all that Arab money at 11%, you'd look pretty silly if you didn't lend it to somebody for 14. There weren't that many people you could trust who'd pay 14.
Oh, obviously.
And then we kept having to put in more and more to keep them afloat.
But if you knew they were crooks...
We didn't.
But you could have made inquiries.
You don't make inquiries of that sort in the city. They seemed like decent chaps. And decent chaps don't check up on decent chaps to see if they're behaving like decent chaps.
And ignorance is worth paying £400 million for?
Well, ignorance is safety. It's not a crime to be deceived. And it's not our own money, is it?
Gilbert.
Oh, thank you.
So, what's going to happen?
Well, only one answer. The Bank of England must bail out Phillips Berenson. No publicity, keep it in the family. That way we get our money back.
At the taxpayer's expense?
Of course.